Hey, my name's Justin, and this is The Art of Repair. And today, with a broken phone, I'm going to show you how to get the perfect finishing touches on a back glass repair. You know. So, here we are, here you are, and I will say that if you are into doing the back glass repair, you know that it's got its own nuances, its own way of doing things. I mean, shoot, a lot can really depend on just the glass that you buy. But one of the things that I don't see anybody talking about or really anybody focusing on are those final finishing touches that take basically everybody's repair to that next OEM finish level. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about the crevices around the glass. They go up and around everything that, based on the placement of your glass, might be a little to the left, might be a little to the right, up, down, could be anywhere. Let's just be perfectly honest. Nobody's glass is 100% perfect because, just like we saw with the whole tempered glass fiasco, it all really depends vendor to vendor. So you will have, slight misalignment issues. Now, these aren't alignment issues that you would ever see normally. Like, I am telling you about this right now, and I'm going to tell you how to find it, and you're going to go feel it for the first time and go, I got you. So what am I talking about? So like I said, we're going to take my broken phone here that I did the glass breaking video on, where I should have done the video on this first, but here we are. What I'm talking about specifically is, I don't know if you can see right up on the top there. We're going to probably have to jump into the microscope here, but there's a little gap. And I'll be perfectly honest, I knew that you guys couldn't see it just then. It's that small. The best way that you can find this gap is, and it can be anywhere, left, right, front, back. In fact, it can be around the entire thing. You're just going to take your thumb and you're just going to kind of roll it back and forth. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, okay, Justin, it feels like I'm going over the frame. So what, right? Well, if you step back for just a second and pick up a phone that's never been broken, never been repaired, the one thing that you're going to notice is that when you go over the edges, it is so-freaking-lutely smooth. I'm talking about perfect, okay? Whatever kind of gap is there is not there. Why? Because it is precision done to that factory specification, okay? And that's what we're trying to mimic right now. So with all that being said, I would like to actually introduce to you something called the EZ Crayon. Now, this is a very high wax content crayon. It is not something that you're going to get in the stores, okay? What we're actually going to do is we're going to go around the perimeter, and we're going to take this crayon, this special crayon here, and we're going to fill in all of the gaps with this special high wax content crayon, right? Then we're going to go through, we're going to press down, we're going to get in there, and we're going to make sure we get into all the little crevices, and we're going to clean it out. And at the end of it, I know that you're going to get that OEM smooth, buttery frame feel. You know what I mean? So without further ado, let's jump in here. Let me show you exactly how this stuff works, because in my opinion, it's pretty cool. And yeah, let's just do this. Okay, so we just talked about the fact that parts aren't really consistent factory to factory. So no matter what, you're going to get some kind of little inconsistencies in the way that your glass fits on there. It's nothing that, the normal person may feel, but you're going to feel it and you're going to know it. So you're going to want to make sure that you do this part of the job even better because you care about it like that. So let's get in here, and while we're doing this, we're going to talk about it a little bit. If I could move my chair over. These right here are the actual EZ Crayons. You can see that some of them are invisible because they are different shades of green, and then we have some other colors on the back here. These were kind of designed and color chosen in a way that kind of covers a lot of the different phones on the market, not just the iPhone. So you can pretty much do anything you want with these, and let me show you exactly how they work. I have picked one, dun, 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 and as you can tell, it kind of pretty much matches this phone we have here. And like I said, it's kind of funny, we're working on the broken phone. I should have made this video before I made the one about breaking glass, but life in the fast lane. So we're gonna actually switch over to the microscope camera, and we're gonna take a look here. Okay, now you see on this side it's really close, or it appears that it is. And then if we go over here, we see that it's kind of got a little gap. And then as we go, the gap widens. And then it goes away again. Interesting. Okay. Oh, and then it widens again. Let's take a look back at that. Wide. And then it comes down here and it's basically perfect, right? Those areas have already had the EZ Crayon on it. Let me go ahead and show you on the bottom now. Let's switch over for a second. Alright, so what I'm going to do to apply this, it's very, very easy. It doesn't take any effort at all. All we're trying to do is make sure that this material right here gets down in that little crevice. Okay, so to do that, you don't even need to do it in the microscope. You're just going to come down here and you'll see that it's kind of going on here. Like, let me see if we can get a good... There we go. It's like a paste, right? It's like a little paste there. So let's keep going here. Actually, I don't even think we need to be using no microscope. This is easy. Okay. So that was a little over exaggerated, but you know, let me show you here again. Okay. So we see here it's got like a little band-aid thing on the top here, and you're like, Justin, that looks really bad. That did not smooth anything out. Now I'm just going to get stuff all over me. Well, let me show you how to clean this up, and you know, we're pretty much done, by the way. We're pretty much done here. All you're going to need now is a little bit of isopropyl and a clean room cloth, and all you're going to do is go in here. And this is the absolute key to making sure that this is perfect. So pay attention at least to this, because the last step was just taking a crayon and going crazy with it, right? This one is where we got to have the finesse. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come here and I'm going to clean this off, okay? But as I clean it off, I'm going to press down. The reason I'm pressing down is the alcohol is breaking down the wax and everything in the crayon, and it's trying to push it deeper inside of the crevice, okay? So let's go ahead, let's do this, and let's finish this up. So I'm going to press down. Ooh, looking good already. Y'all can see it. Let's clean the rest of this off. You hear that? It's squeaking. That's because I'm getting down in there and I'm putting some pressure on it, you know? They call it a finishing touch for a reason, okay? All right, let's switch back over to the microscope and take a look-see here. All right. All right, so actually this is probably a really good spot because it looks like there's a difference here. Let me fix the... Oh, what do we got there? A little piece of solder wick or something down in there. But if we look over to the part that we worked on, we filled it up. How about that? How about that? So, now if we've got it in our hand, we've got two different sections. I'm sure you notice I didn't do the entire bottom there, right? So, as I come in here and I kind of feel it with my hands, I can definitely tell you right now, and this is really kind of like, you got to feel it for yourself, but when you feel the side, and maybe we can see it. Yeah, there's a little spot on this side where it's darker. It's really hard to see without the microscope, but boy, you can feel the difference. And not only can you feel the difference, but now that I've shown you all that cool stuff about how things are misaligned, aligned, bigger, smaller, you're also going to be able to see the difference. And you know, that's part of the battle too. You know, I know G.I. Joe's probably got something to say about that. So if you're looking at picking up the EZ Crayons, they're definitely on shop.artof.repair. You can go there, go to whatever artof.repair. In the sidebar, right over on the side, there's going to be a thing that says EZ Crayon, and that's going to have an instructional guide just like the EZ Trace jumpers. And then you'll have different places that you can go buy it from different vendors. So if you are a vendor and you want to pick these up for your clients, make sure, let me know. I can get them to you like that. And if anybody wants their vendor to carry them, let them know. And we will get all this taken care of. So I love every last one of y'all. Y'all know what the deal is. If on the way out the door you could do the whole like, subscribe, share, and comment, notify, whatever. You know what the deal is. On your way out the door, if you could just hit all those light switches all at once, I appreciate it. And I will catch y'all next time.